Good evening and welcome. Let yourself arrive here slowly. There is nowhere else you need to be right now and nothing else you need to do except lie down and let the surface beneath you take your weight. Maybe you came here tonight because your body is tired, genuinely, deeply tired, but your mind has not gotten the message. Maybe you searched for something like what is NSDR, or non-sleep deep rest, or how to quiet a racing mind at midnight, or how to rest when you're exhausted but your thoughts won't slow down, or how to fall asleep when your brain won't stop. If any of that is why you're here, then you're in the right place. You can stop searching now. You've found what you were looking for, and all that's left is to lie still and listen. What we're going to do together is a practice that neuroscientists call non-sleep deep rest, NSDR for short. It's a simple, secular, well-grounded way of guiding the body and the nervous system down out of effort and into rest. There's nothing mystical about it and nothing you have to believe. You lie still, you breathe in a particular slow way for a while, and then you move your attention gently through the body, one region at a time. And that slow movement of attention, paired with the slow breathing, gives the nervous system permission to shift from the keyed up, alert, still solving state it's been holding all day into something restful and quiet and sleep adjacent. Before we go further, one honest note, and then I'll set it aside. This is a guided rest practice. It is not medical advice. If you have ongoing trouble with sleep or with your health, a doctor is the right person to see, someone who can actually look at you and listen. Tonight is just rest, deliberately practiced. That's all it needs to be. And rest, all on its own, is worth a great deal. So let's begin by simply settling. Let your body be fully supported. However you're lying, let the mattress or the couch or the floor hold you completely. Notice that you don't actually have to hold yourself up right now. The surface is doing that. You can let it. If there's a small adjustment that would make you more comfortable, go ahead and make it now. Ease your shoulders down away from your ears. Let your arms rest a little away from your sides, palms wherever they'd like to fall. Let your legs be heavy, your feet falling open, loose, uncrossed. Let your jaw unclench just slightly so the teeth aren't touching. And when you're ready, let your eyes close and let them stay closed. Behind closed eyes, there's nothing to look for, nothing to track, nothing to watch. The eyes can just rest in the dark, soft in their sockets. Now I know the mind is still going. That's all right. We're not going to fight it. A racing mind at midnight isn't a problem to be attacked. It's just a nervous system that hasn't been told yet that the day is over. So we're not going to force it quiet. We're going to make the body so heavy and the breath so slow that the racing simply runs out of road to run on. It slows because there's nothing left to feed it. That's the whole idea. So for now, let the thoughts do whatever they want to do. Let them race if they're racing. You don't have to stop them. You only have to lie here and breathe and listen to the sound of my voice. Let's begin with the breath, because the breath is the one door into the nervous system that you can open on purpose. Here's why we start here. When you make your out-breath longer than your in-breath, something quiet and automatic happens in the body. The long exhale is the body's own built-in signal to slow down. It gently eases the heart rate lower with each release, and it tells the deep, ancient parts of the nervous system that you are safe, that nothing is chasing you, that it's all right now to power down. You don't have to make this happen. You just have to lengthen the exhale. And the body does the rest on its own. So let's try a few full ones together, and then we'll let it get simpler. Breathe in gently through the nose, an easy breath, not a big one. And now, right at the top, take one small sip of air on top of it, just a little more. So now let it go slowly, a long, slow, complete exhale, letting the air leave all the way out, unhurried to the very end. Good. Again, an easy breath in through the nose. A small sip more at the top. And a long, slow, releasing exhale. Let it be longer than the breath in. let it empty all the way down. And once more, breathe in softly. Either little sip on top. And the long exhale out, slow, complete, letting the shoulders drop as the air leaves. Beautiful, now you can let go of that double breath. You don't have to keep sipping air at the top. Just let the breathing be simple. In, through the nose, easy and unforced, and then a long, slow exhale, each out-breath a little longer than the in-breath. You don't need to count, you don't need to measure, you don't need to do it perfectly. Just let each exhale be the longest, slowest part, a long, slow letting go, and then let the in-breath arrive whenever it comes, all by itself. In and slowly out. In and slowly out. And as you keep breathing like this, at your own pace, I want you to notice something you don't have to try to do. After a while, the exhale starts to lengthen on its own. You stop making it long, and it just becomes long. The breath begins to slow down without your help, deeper and further apart, like the body has taken over the job and no longer needs you to run it. Let that happen. Let the breathing slow itself. In and out. And the mind is still going, and that's fine. Let it go on chattering in the background. You're breathing anyway. The breath doesn't need the mind's permission to slow down. Let's keep going for a little while, just breathing, long, slow exhales, the body getting a little heavier with each one. Every time you breathe out, imagine the exhale carrying a small amount of the day's tension out of you and into the air where it dissolves. You don't have to force it, just let each out-breath take a little with it. Breathe out and let something leave. Breathe out and sink a little further into the surface beneath you. Breathe out slow and soft and long. Now, before we move attention down into the body, let's deal once with the thoughts, because I know they're there. The day left some loops open. There are things unfinished, things unsaid, things you meant to do and didn't, things you're going to have to face tomorrow. At midnight, with nothing else to occupy it, the mind pulls all of these out and runs them again and again, looking for a solution that isn't going to come tonight. So here's what we'll do. We're going to name them once, and then let them keep circling somewhere far away. You don't have to solve anything right now, not one thing. The middle of the night is the worst possible time to solve anything, and some quiet part of you already knows that. So let whatever is looping the loudest come forward just for a moment. The worry, the unfinished task, the conversation you're replaying, whatever it is, let it show its face once. There it is, you've seen it. You don't have to look at it any longer. Now imagine setting it a long way off, as if it goes on circling, but way out at the edge of things, like weather happening on a distant horizon, far enough away that you can hear it faintly but it can't reach you. It's allowed to keep going. You're not required to stop it, and you're not required to follow it. It can circle out there all night if it wants to, while you stay here, heavy and warm and still, letting the body sink. The thoughts can keep running, but they'll be running without you. You've stepped off. You're lying down. You're just breathing now. And if another one rises up, another worry, another loop, that's all right. You do the same thing, you notice it, you nod to it, and you let it drift out to that far edge to circle with the others. You don't argue with it, and you don't chase it. You just let it go on out there at a distance, getting fainter. Nothing to solve, nothing to fix, nothing to hold, just the breath and the weight of the body and my voice. Now we begin the heart of this practice, the slow movement of attention through the body. This is the part that does the quiet, deep work, so we take it slowly and we don't rush any of it. All you have to do is bring your attention to each place I name, not to change it, not to relax it on purpose, just to notice it and let it be heavy and still. If your attention wanders off into thinking, that's completely fine, that's what minds do. Just come back to the next place I name whenever you notice. There's no failing this. There's only returning gently as many times as you need to. Let's start with the mouth. Bring your attention to your mouth, the lips, and let them soften. Let there be a little space between them. Let the lips be loose and slightly parted and still. And now the jaw. This is where so much of the day's holding lives. Let the jaw go slack. Let the back teeth come apart. Let the hinge of the jaw, just below the ears, release, as if the whole lower jaw is getting heavier, loosening, letting go of a grip you didn't even know you were holding. Feel the jaw soften and drop. Now the tongue. Let the tongue rest in the floor of the mouth, soft and wide and heavy, not pressing against anything, just resting there completely at ease. Move your attention up to the cheeks now, both cheeks, and let them soften and fall. Let the flesh of the cheeks feel heavy on the bones of the face, sinking toward the surface beneath you. Nothing to hold in the face. The cheeks going slack and warm. Now the eyes. Bring your attention to your eyes, resting behind their closed lids. Let the eyes be completely still, soft, heavy in their sockets, as though they're sinking gently back, letting go of all their looking. Let the tiny muscles all around the eyes release, the little lines at the corners smoothing out, the eyelids resting light and closed, with no effort at all to keep them that way. Now the forehead. Let the forehead grow wide and smooth and heavy. Any furrow between the brows, let it spread and soften and flatten. Imagine the skin of the forehead as broad and smooth and calm, nothing gathered there, nothing held, the whole brow at rest. And up over the top of the head now, the scalp. Let your attention rest across the whole scalp and let it soften, as though even the scalp can let go and grow heavy against whatever your head is resting on. The whole crown of the head, quiet and still and heavy. Now bring your attention around to the ears and to the space just around and behind the ears. Let it be soft. And just for a moment, let your hearing go loose. You're listening to my voice, yes, but you don't have to reach for it. Let the sound come to you. Let the sense of hearing settle so that sounds just arrive without you having to go and get them. Let the whole face now be a single soft, heavy, resting thing. The mouth, the jaw, the cheeks, the eyes, the forehead, the scalp, the ears, all of it let go at once. The face of someone who has stopped doing and is only resting, heavy and warm and still. Breathe out and let the face grow even heavier. Now let your attention flow down into the neck, the front of the throat, the sides of the neck, and the back of the neck, where it meets the surface beneath you. So much of the day is carried in the neck. Let it release. Let the neck be soft. Let the head be fully supported, so the neck has nothing left to hold up. It can simply let the head be heavy and rest. And down into the throat. Let the throat be soft and open and easy. No holding there, nothing to swallow down, nothing to say. Just quiet and open and at rest. Now let your attention move out across the shoulders, both shoulders, and feel them let go downward, away from the ears, sinking toward the surface. The shoulders are another place we carry the whole weight of a day. Let them drop. Let them be heavy and wide and low, spreading out, sinking down, releasing everything they've been holding since morning. And now let your attention travel down the left arm, slowly, down from the left shoulder, into the upper arm, feeling it grow heavy, down through the elbow, letting the elbow soften, down the forearm, heavy, warm, down to the wrist, and let the wrist go loose, and into the left hand. Rest your attention in the left hand now. The palm, soft and open, the back of the hand, and the fingers, let your attention move through them one at a time, the thumb, heavy and still, the first finger, the middle finger, the ring finger, and the little finger. Each one loose, each one heavy, the whole left hand completely at rest, so heavy it feels like it's sinking down into the surface, or gently swelling, warm and full and still. The entire left arm now, from the shoulder to the very tips of the fingers, heavy, warm and done, nothing for it to do, let it rest. Breathe out and let the left arm sink. And now the same on the other side. Let your attention cross over to the right shoulder and let it soften and drop, heavy and low. Down the right arm slowly, into the upper arm, growing heavy, through the elbow softening, down the forearm, warm and slow and heavy, to the wrist, letting it go loose, and into the right hand. Rest in the right hand, the palm, the back of the hand, and the fingers one by one, the thumb, heavy, the first finger, the middle finger, the ring finger, and the little finger, every one of them loose and still and heavy. The whole right hand sinking down, warm and full and completely at rest. And the whole right arm now, shoulder to fingertips, heavy, warm and finished with the day. Let it rest, fully supported, nothing left to hold. Both arms now, both shoulders, both hands, resting, heavy, let them go completely. Breathe out long and slow, and let both arms grow heavier still. Now bring your attention to the chest, to the front of the body, where the breath rises and falls all on its own. You don't have to breathe on purpose anymore, just watch the chest lift gently and settle, lift and settle, the slow, easy rhythm of a body that no longer needs you to run it. Let the chest be soft. Let the whole front of the rib cage rise and fall, slow and quiet. And down now to the belly, let the belly be soft. So many of us hold the belly tight all day long without ever knowing it. Let it go. Let it be round and soft and loose, rising a little with each breath in, falling with each breath out, completely unheld, completely at ease. And now let your attention travel to the back, the whole length of the back, resting against the surface beneath you. Feel where the back makes contact, the upper back, between the shoulder blades, the middle of the back, and the lower back. Let all of it release its weight downward into the support beneath you. Let the back be broad and heavy and completely held. Let the weight of the back settle a little deeper with each breath that leaves you, the surface beneath you rising up to meet it, holding every part. You can let it. There is nothing here to carry. And now let your attention drift lower still, down to the hips, the wide, strong bones of the hips that hold you upright all through the day. Let them be heavy now. Let them be done. Feel the whole basin of the hips settle down into the support beneath you, broad and slow and still. Let the hips grow loose in their sockets, the way a heavy stone settles into soft ground and stays. Nothing pulling, nothing braced, just the quiet weight of the body sinking where it lies. And your attention moves down into the left leg now, slowly, unhurried, the way water finds its way down a long, gentle slope. Into the top of the left thigh, the big muscle along the front, the one that works so hard to lift and to hold. Let it go soft, let it spread and settle. Down through the thigh, heavy, warm, and into the knee. Let the left knee open, let it rest, let it be still. No need to hold it, no need to bend it or straighten it. Just heavy and quiet and left alone. Down now into the lower leg, the shin, the calf, softening along the back of the leg, warm and heavy, all the way down to the ankle. Let the left ankle go loose. And into the left foot now, the heel resting its weight, the arch of the foot, the wide part of the foot behind the toes, and the toes themselves. Let your attention move out into the toes of the left foot slowly, the way warmth spreads, the big toe heavy, the next, and the next, and the next. And the smallest toe, all of them loose, all of them still. The whole left foot warm and heavy and at rest. And the whole left leg now, from the hip down through the thigh and the knee, the shin and the calf and the ankle, all the way out to the tips of the toes. One long, heavy, quiet line, sinking down, completely supported, completely done with the day. Breathe out and let the left leg grow heavier still. And the same now on the other side. Let your attention move across to the right hip and let it settle, let it drop its weight, let it grow wide and heavy and low. Down into the right thigh, the long muscle along the front softening, spreading, letting go, heavy, warm, slow, down into the right knee, let it open, let it rest, nothing holding it now. Into the shin, the calf softening along the back, warm and full and heavy, down to the right ankle going loose. And into the right foot, the heel and its quiet weight, the arch, the wide part of the foot, and out into the toes, the big toe heavy and still, the next, the next, the next, and the smallest one, all of them loose, all of them at rest. The whole right foot warm and heavy sinking down, and the whole right leg now, hip to toes, one long, unbroken line of weight and warmth and stillness. Let it rest, let it sink. Let it be finished with everything it did today. Breathe out, slow and long, and let the right leg go completely. And now both legs together, both feet, both hips, resting, heavy, let them go all the way. And both arms, and the long, broad back, and the soft belly, and the quiet chest that rises and falls without you. The whole body now from the crown of the head all the way down to the tips of the toes, one single field of weight resting on the surface beneath you, held and still and warm. There is nothing left to move, nothing left to hold. You have set the whole body down. Let it be like this for a while, just the body resting as one, and the slow tide of the breath moving through it all on its own. Each breath in, a small rising, each breath out, a longer settling, a sinking, a letting go that asks nothing of you. You don't have to do the breathing, you don't have to do the resting. The body knows how. It has always known how. All that was ever needed was for the day to loosen its grip, and it has. Now let your attention rest gently on the places where the body meets what holds it. Not moving anything, just noticing. Feel the back of the head and its quiet weight pressing softly down, a small, warm point of contact where you are held. Feel the shoulders and the wide place across the upper back, where the weight of you passes down into the surface. Feel the arms wherever they lie, the elbows, the backs of the hands, or the palms. Each one a place where you are met and supported and held. Feel the long contact down the length of the back, the hips, broad and heavy, pressing gently down, the backs of the legs warm where they rest, and the heels, two small anchors letting go of their weight. Everywhere the body touches what holds it, let that contact grow soft and warm and certain. You are held at every point. You do not have to keep yourself here. The surface beneath you is doing all of it. And notice, if you like, the faint difference between the places that touch and the places that don't. The hollow behind the knees, perhaps where nothing presses, the small of the back curving away, the soft space under the neck. You don't need to change any of it. Just let the noticing move over the whole shape of you, the way a slow hand might smooth a sheet, touching down, lifting away, touching down again, until the whole outline of the body is known and quiet and at ease. There is a kind of warmth that gathers in a body that has finally stopped. You may feel it now, moving through you without any effort on your part. A low, even warmth, pooling in the belly, in the chest, in the palms of the hands, spreading slowly out to the edges. This is the body's own doing. When the day's urgency drains away, the blood moves more easily to the surface, to the hands and the feet, and a gentle warmth comes with it. Nothing to make happen. Just something to notice, the way you might notice the last of the day's heat still held in a wall long after the sun has gone. Let that warmth spread as far as it wants to go, to the tips of the fingers, to the tips of the toes, to the surface of the skin, everywhere at once. A whole body, warm and heavy and slow. And as the warmth moves outward, let something else move inward, a kind of quiet gathering at the center of you, not empty, just still. The way a lake goes still in the last hour of the evening, when the wind has died and the surface turns to glass, and everything above it, the darkening sky, the first faint stars, lies mirrored there without a ripple. Let the middle of you be like that water, perfectly level, perfectly calm, holding the whole quiet world above it, and not disturbed by any of it. Thoughts may still drift across that stillness. They will, and that is no trouble at all. A thought is only a small cloud passing high over the water. It does not touch the water. It does not trouble the calm underneath. Let each one come and let each one go, drifting on across the sky and out past the far edge, while the water stays smooth and dark and still beneath. You do not have to follow them. You do not have to push them away. Let them pass, high overhead, growing fewer and further apart and dimmer, the way the last few travelers on a road leave one by one as the night comes on, until the road is empty and quiet and yours alone. And the breath goes on, slower now, softer, each exhale a little longer than the one before without your ever trying, the body settling by small degrees, the way a house settles into the dark once all its lamps are out, one small easing after another, a loosening in the jaw you didn't know was there, a softening at the corners of the eyes, the last thread of holding, somewhere deep in the shoulders, quietly letting go. And with each one, the sense of weight grows. The sense of sinking, as though the surface beneath you has grown deep and soft, and you are settling down into it slowly, and it is holding you the whole way. Let yourself sink. There is no bottom you need to reach, and no effort in the falling. Just a slow, even settling deeper and deeper into rest, the body growing heavier and warmer and more still, the breath growing longer and softer and further away, and the quiet in the middle of you spreading out to fill the whole shape of you until there is very little left that is not simply this: warmth and weight and the slow, dark tide of the breath. If somewhere in you there is something you came here hoping for, a night of true rest, an easier morning, a mind that quiets when you ask it to, you might let a few simple words for it drift up now, once and only once, and very softly, the way you might set a small light in a window and then turn away and leave it burning. You don't have to hold the words. You don't have to mean them hard. Just let them pass through gently like a breath. And then let them go and let the quiet close over them again, or let this pass entirely and simply keep sinking. Either way is right. There is nothing here you have to do. Rest is not something you achieve. It is something that arrives on its own once you stop standing in its way, and you have stopped. You have set everything down. The arms, the legs, the long back, the busy mind, all of it laid down and held and quiet. And the rest is arriving now all by itself, moving up through the body like warmth moving up through still water, filling the feet, the legs, the belly and the chest, the arms and the hands. Rising slowly toward the quiet at the top of you until the whole body is full of it and heavy with it and softly, deeply at ease. Let the face go one last time, the small muscles around the eyes letting go, the space between the brows going smooth, the jaw loosening, the teeth just barely apart, the tongue resting soft in the floor of the mouth, and all the tiny effort a face holds through a long day, draining quietly away until the face is as smooth and untroubled as the face of someone already deep in sleep. Perhaps you are nearly there. Perhaps you are already there, and only some small, listening part of you is still turned this way, catching the last of these words as they slow and soften and grow further apart. That listening part can let go too now. It has done enough. It can lie down with the rest of you and be warm and be heavy and be still. There is nothing more to keep watch over. The body is held. The breath is slow. The night is long and wide and dark, and it is holding all of you the way the deep water holds a single leaf, without effort, without end. Let the weight settle deeper. Let the warmth spread wider. Let the breath go slower still. Each time the air leaves you, let a little more of you leave with it, a little more holding, a little more of the day, until there is almost nothing left but the quiet and the dark and the slow rise and fall of a body that has finally, completely come to rest. And still the sinking goes on, gentle and unhurried, deeper into the surface beneath you, deeper into the warmth, deeper into the slow dark, nowhere to be, nothing to reach, only this, only the long, soft settling of a body letting go of one more thread, and then another, each breath carrying you a little further down, a little further in, a little further into the deep and quiet rest that has been waiting for you all along. The heaviness in the hands is complete now. They could not lift if you asked them to, and you will not ask. The heaviness in the legs is complete. They lie exactly where they fell, warm and full and done. The heaviness in the long back is complete, spread wide against the surface, sinking without end. And over all of it, that slow warmth and that still quiet, and the breath moving through like a tide going out, further and softer and slower, leaving the shore of you smooth and dark and calm. Let the room grow far away. Let the sounds in it, whatever they are, drift to the far edge of hearing and stay there, small and distant, no more able to reach you than the passing of wind outside a window reaches someone already fast asleep. You are deep inside the warmth now, deep inside the weight, deep inside the long dark quiet at the center of the night, and it is holding you completely, and you can let go of every last thing and simply rest. Nothing to do, nothing to hold, nothing to reach, only the warmth and the weight and the slow dark breath carrying you down and gently down into rest. And as you rest here, you may notice that time itself has begun to loosen, the way it does in the last hour before sleep, when the minutes stop marching and start to pool, one moment leaning softly into the next, with no clear edge between them. There is no hurry in this place. Nothing is being measured. The clock, wherever it is, keeps its own counsel in another room, and none of it belongs to you tonight. You have stepped out of the current of the day and into something wider and slower. A stillness that asks nothing and keeps nothing and simply lets you be. Let your attention drift, if it will, to the simple fact of your own warmth. Not any one place in the body now, but the whole low quiet heat of being alive and at rest. The warmth a body makes on its own, without trying, the way the earth holds warmth long after the sun has gone. You are that kind of warm now, banked and steady and slow. A warmth that does not flare and does not fade, only glows evenly through every part of you, from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. And underneath that warmth, the slow machinery of rest is already doing its work. The heart, unhurried, keeping its long and patient time. The breath moving in and out at the edge of your notice, needing nothing from you. The whole vast, quiet system of the body settling, cell by cell, into the deep, restoring stillness that this kind of rest can bring. Many people find that when they lie exactly like this, doing nothing, reaching for nothing, something in them that has been braced for a long time finally comes unbraced, and the body, given the smallest permission, knows precisely how to mend the small frayed edges of a day. You do not have to know how. You only have to lie here and let it. Somewhere far below the level of thought, the day is being sorted and put away, the small worries loosening their grip one by one, the way fingers open in sleep. Whatever you carried in here with you growing lighter now, not because you solved it, but because you set it down. It is still there if it needs to be, waiting quietly at the door, but it cannot follow you in. Not here. Here there is only the warmth and the weight and the slow tide of the breath and the wide, dark room of the night around you. Let a picture come if it comes easily, and if it does not, let these words be enough. Imagine, at the very edge of your mind, a house at night, seen from far off across a field, every window dark, every door closed, the whole of it settled into the ground and giving off that faint held warmth of a place where everyone inside is sleeping. That is what your body is now. A house at the end of the day, with all the lights gone soft and low, and something at the heart of it resting deep and safe and sound. No one is coming, nothing is required. The night keeps its long watch, and you are free to sleep inside it. And if the mind should wander, and minds do wander, even here, there is nothing wrong in it and nothing to fix. A thought drifts up. You notice it has drifted up. And then, without any effort, without any argument, you let it drift on. The way a slow current carries a leaf past you on dark water, turning gently, already gone. You do not have to follow it. You do not have to push it away. You simply let it pass, and let your attention slide back down into the warmth, and the weight, and the long, slow breath, back down into the body that lies here, heavy and safe and still. Let the shoulders, if they have crept up again in the smallest way, ease back down one more time. Let them melt away from the ears, spreading wide and low, and let the small space at the base of the throat go soft and open and easy. Let the hinge of the jaw come unlatched. Let the space between the brows grow smooth and wide, like still water when the wind has finally dropped and the whole surface goes to glass. There is nothing left to furrow about. There is nothing left to hold. The face of a resting body is a quiet face, and yours is quiet now. Notice how the breath has changed, all on its own, without you steering it, how much slower it moves now than when you first lay down, how much smaller and gentler each one has become, barely stirring the body, a soft tide slipping in and slipping out at the edge of a calm shore. This is the breath of a body that feels safe. You did not make it happen. You only stopped preventing it. And now it breathes you, low and slow and even, asking nothing, giving everything. Each long exhale, a little door, swinging, quietly closed on the day. Let yourself go down another step now, not with any effort, only by allowing, the way you might feel yourself sink one soft inch further into a warm bath when you finally decide to stop holding and simply lie back and trust the water to hold your weight. The surface beneath you is holding your weight in just that way, completely, faithfully, without the smallest wavering. You could not fall. There is nowhere to fall to. There is only down, and down is safe, and down is warm, and down is where the rest is. And so you let the last small holdings go, the faint tension you did not even know was in the hands, unfolding now, finger by finger, into stillness. The last thread of effort in the belly, softening, so the breath can reach all the way to the bottom of you. The small bracing behind the eyes, letting go, so the eyes lie loose and heavy and unmoving in the dark. The quiet clench you have carried all day, somewhere you can barely name, releasing at last, with a long, slow sigh you may not even hear yourself make. There is a kind of quiet that only comes this late, a quiet with depth to it, a quiet you can sink into like deep, still water. You have found it now. It closes over you, gentle and warm and dark, and it holds you the way the deepest part of the sea holds everything that has drifted down to rest there, in a silence with no bottom and no edge and no end. Nothing moves here that you must attend to. Nothing calls that you must answer. The great slow dark has taken you in, and it will keep you all night long, and you are free, completely free, to let go, and go on letting go. Feel once more the simple heaviness of being a body at rest, the arms lying wherever they have come to lie, too heavy now to move, and no reason to move them. The legs long and loose, and full of warm weight, sunk into the surface, done with the day and everything the day asked of them. The head a smooth, heavy stone, settled into its resting place, needing to be held up by nothing, held instead by everything beneath it. The whole body given over, at last, entirely, to gravity and to warmth, and to the slow dark tide of the breath. And notice, if you can, how the boundary of the body has begun to blur, how hard it has become to feel exactly where you end and the warmth around you begins, the edges going soft, the way the edges of everything go soft in the last drift before sleep. You are less a shape now than a warmth, less a weight now than a slow tide. Spreading gently into the dark, into the wide, still quiet of the room, into the long night that holds the room and the house and the whole sleeping world beyond it. If some small wish came in here with you tonight, for an easier sleep, for a lighter morning, for a quiet that lasts, you might let it move through you now, just once, soft and wordless, like a warm current passing low through deep water, and then let even that dissolve and ask for nothing, and simply be here, held in the warm and the dark, with nothing left to want. Or you might let it go by entirely, and it will make no difference at all. There is nothing you must do. There is nowhere you must arrive. There is only this, and this is enough, and this is where you get to stay. Down here the breath grows so slow and so soft that it is almost nothing, a faint slow rising, a faint slow falling, the last gentle motion in a body that has otherwise gone completely still. And with each one you settle a fraction deeper, a fraction warmer, a fraction further from the surface of the day and closer to the deep still center where the rest lives. There is no rush to arrive. The whole night lies ahead, unhurried and wide, and you may take it as slowly as you please. One soft breath, and then, a long while later, another, each one lower than the last. Let the dark be kind. Let it be a covering laid gently over you, warm and heavy and soft, tucking in around every edge, over the feet, over the legs, up over the long back and the loose heavy arms, up over the shoulders and the quiet throat, up to the smooth untroubled face. A darkness that fits you exactly and warms you exactly and holds you exactly so that no part of you is left uncovered and no part of you is left cold and every part of you can rest. And in that covering dark, let the thoughts grow further and further apart, the spaces between them widening, softening, filling up with warm quiet, until it is more silence than thought, until it is nearly all silence, a slow, dim, drifting silence with only the faintest words moving through it now and then, like distant lights seen through fog, growing dimmer and further and easier to let pass. You do not need to hold on to any of them. You can let each one go the moment it arrives. There is nothing here you need to keep. The body sinks, the warmth spreads, the breath slows toward stillness, and the night goes on around you, vast and dark and patient, holding you without effort the way it holds the fields and the rivers and the whole quiet turning earth, asking nothing, keeping nothing, only holding and holding and holding through the long, slow hours, so that you may lie here in the warm dark and rest, all the way down, with nothing left to carry and nowhere left to be. Let this next breath be even slower, and the one after it slower still. Let each one draw you a little further down into the warmth, a little further into the weight, a little further into the deep and quiet dark, where there is nothing but rest, and more rest, and the long, soft settling of a body that has finally, wholly let go. Down and softer, and further down, into the warm, into the dark, into the quiet that has no edges, where you can stay and sink and rest, and go on resting gently as the night carries you slowly on. And here, so far down in the quiet, you may notice how little the mind reaches for anything now, how the old habit of leaning forward, of grasping toward the next moment, has quietly loosened its hold. The way a hand, held open long enough, forgets it was ever a fist. There is nothing to grasp here. Nothing is coming that you must meet. The next hour will arrive on its own, without any help from you, and find you exactly as you are, resting. And then the hour after that, the same, and the same again, each one lifting the small weight of the day a little further off your chest, and carrying it away into the dark, where it dissolves and is gone, and asks nothing more of you. Let your attention drift, if it likes, to the simple fact of warmth, the warmth your own body makes without a single instruction from you, the slow, steady heat that has kept you all your life, gathered now beneath the covers, pooled in the hollows of you, in the bend of the knees, in the small of the back, in the loose curl of the fingers. A warmth that needs no tending, that keeps itself, that will keep you through the whole long night while you do nothing at all but lie here and let it hold you. And notice, too, how the edges of you have grown soft and uncertain in the dark, how you can no longer feel precisely where the body ends and the warm bed begins, how the line between them has blurred and gone quiet, the way the shoreline blurs at dusk, when the water and the sand turn the same dim silver, and it no longer matters where one becomes the other. You are that soft, now that unbounded. Spread out and settled, and merged with the surface that holds you, so that there is less and less of you to keep track of, and less that needs keeping. Somewhere far off, the night is doing what it always does, the slow cooling of the air, the small settling sounds of a house easing its weight, the wind, if there is wind, moving over the roof and away, moving through the tops of trees you cannot see, going somewhere you do not need to follow, and all of it, every distant sound, folded into the same deep hush, the same wide quiet that has room in it for everything and is disturbed by none of it. Let the sounds come and let them go. They are only the night, keeping you company from a distance, reminding you softly that the world goes on turning without you tonight, that you have been allowed, for these hours, to set it all down and be nothing but a warm, still weight in the dark, breathing slow. Imagine if it comes easily, and let it go if it does not, that you are lying in a small boat on very still water, a boat that needs no rowing, drawn by no current you must steer, only floating, held level and easy on a surface so calm it barely moves, and the faint rise beneath you, the almost imperceptible lift and settle, is only the water breathing under the hull, slow and patient, the same slow rhythm as your own chest, rising a little, falling a little, carrying you without any effort of your own across the dark, smooth water toward morning. You do not need to know the way. The water knows the way. You have only to lie back against the wood and feel the gentle sway and let yourself be carried, further out, further into the dark and glassy calm, where the shore behind you has already thinned to a single dim light, and then to nothing, and there is only the wide, soft water, and the wide, soft dark, and the slow sway rocking you deeper. Let the boat drift as it will. Let the water hold its own course. There is nothing on the far shore you must reach by any certain hour, and no wind driving you, and no reason at all to lift your head and look. Only the sway, only the slow lift and fall. Only the quiet lap of water against the side, so faint you half hear it, so even it begins to blur into the sound of your own slow breath, until you cannot tell which is which, until the two have become a single motion, carrying you gently on through the dark. And should any thought rise now, some small fragment of tomorrow, some errand, some word half-spoken in the day, let it be a leaf that falls on the water and floats a moment beside the boat and is left behind, turning slowly on the surface as the current takes it, smaller, dimmer, gone. You do not reach for it. You do not follow it back toward the shore. You let the water carry it one way and carry you the other, and the distance between you grows easily until the thought is only a pale speck far off on the dark, and then not even that. This is the deep part of the night now, the part that belongs to rest and to nothing else, the hours when the whole tired world lies down at last, and the great quiet comes and covers everything that lives. All across the dark, others are sinking as you are sinking, letting go of the day as you are letting go, the whole weary earth loosening its grip at once, together, in the dark. You are not alone in this. It is the oldest thing the body knows how to do, this laying down of the self into rest, and your body knows it well, and is doing it now without needing to be told. The muscles releasing their long-held effort, the heart slowing to its patient nighttime pace, every quiet system within you turning down toward stillness, toward repair, toward the deep unhurried work that only happens when at last you stop. And you have stopped, fully. There is nothing running now but the slow machinery of rest, the breath, the warmth, the soft tide of blood moving through you, unhurried, keeping you asking nothing. You have handed the whole of yourself over to it, and it is enough, and it is doing what it has always done, faithfully in the dark, while you drift somewhere above it, weightless and warm, no longer holding even the thought of holding. Feel how heavy the head has grown against whatever it rests on, how completely it has given its weight away, how there is not the smallest effort left anywhere in the neck, in the jaw, in the fine muscles around the eyes that have finally, entirely gone still. The face in the dark is smooth now, and slack, and untroubled. The small lines of the day smoothed flat, nothing held in the brow, nothing gathered at the mouth. Only a quiet, resting face, warm in the covering dark, doing nothing, meaning nothing, simply resting, the way a still pool rests when the last ripple has crossed it and gone. And down through the long body the same stillness has settled all the way, the chest that rises so little now, the belly soft and slow, the hips heavy and wide and sunk into the warmth, the legs long and loosened and impossibly far away, the feet at the very end of you, warm and forgotten, past the reach of any thought. You are one long quiet weight from crown to heel, laid out in the dark, given entirely over to the surface beneath you, and that surface holds every ounce of you without the slightest strain, the way the deep still water holds the drifting boat, the way the dark holds the slow-turning earth. Let the next breath be slower even than the last, drawn in without effort, let out without haste, a long soft emptying that carries you on its falling a little further down. And notice, in the small still pause that comes after it, before the next breath begins on its own, how peaceful that emptiness is, how there is nothing wanting in it. How you could rest a long while in that quiet space at the bottom of the breath, where the body is still and the air is still, and even time seems to slow and thin and stretch out soft around you. The breath will come again when it comes. You need not call it. You need not count it. It rises on its own, as it has all your life, faithful, unbidden, and you lie beneath it, further and further beneath it, sinking gently past the level where breathing is something you notice at all. The warmth spreads a little further now, into the last cool corners of you, down into the hands, into each slack finger, down into the feet, into the soles, into the space between the toes, a slow, kind heat that fills you to the very edges and softens them and leaves nothing tense, nothing braced, nothing waiting. Every part of you that ever learned to hold itself ready has, at last, been given leave to stop. And it has stopped, and nothing has gone wrong. The world has held perfectly steady while you let go of it, and it will go on holding steady through all the dark hours, so that there is truly, wholly, nothing left for you to do but rest. If it eases you, let a single soft image stay with you as you sink, not to think about, only to rest against, the image of snow falling somewhere in the deep dark, slow and silent, filling the fields, laying itself down over everything in a smooth, unbroken white. Each flake drifting down without weight, without sound, settling where it falls and staying. The whole world going quiet and soft, and even beneath it, every hard edge rounded, every sharp thing gentled, every noise muffled to nothing under the deepening hush. And you, warm somewhere in the midst of it, watching the slow fall through half-closed eyes. The flakes turning down endlessly out of the dark, down and down, unhurried, uncounted, each one a little further into sleep than the last. There is no bottom you must reach, only the falling, only the slow, soft settling of one quiet moment onto the next, each one laid gently over the one before, the way the snow lays itself down, until the whole night is smooth and deep and still, and you are somewhere far inside it, warm and covered and let go, sinking so slowly now that the sinking itself has become a kind of stillness, a drifting that no longer feels like motion, a rest so complete that even the drifting is at rest. Let the mind grow dim as the falling snow grows dim in the dark, the thoughts fewer now and slower and further apart, each one drifting down and settling and going quiet, the spaces between them wide and soft and white with silence, until there is more hush than word, until the words themselves come loose and drift and lose their shapes and mean less and matter less, and finally do not come at all, only the hush, only the slow fall. Only the warm dark deepening around you, patient and endless, laying itself gently down. And still there is no need to do anything with this quiet. You need not deepen it, you need not keep it. It keeps itself. It deepens on its own, breath by slow breath, the way the dusk deepens into night without anyone tending it, the way the tide draws out from the shore without anyone pulling it, slowly, smoothly, of its own quiet accord, carrying you with it, further from the bright shallow edge of things, out toward the wide dark calm where the rest goes all the way down. Feel the tide of it now, drawing gently out, the long slow ebb, every breath a little of the day pulled softly away from you and given to the dark, the shoreline of waking receding, quiet and unhurried, until it lies far behind you, a thin pale line at the edge of a great dark calm, and you, floating out past it, held on the slow swell, rocked by nothing more than the faint rise and fall of your own resting breath, further out, deeper in. Where the water is smooth and black and warm, and there is nothing beneath you but more of the same deep quiet, holding you up, all the way down through the long dark hours of the night. Let your weight go a little further into that holding. Let the last small brace thing in you, wherever it hides, in a shoulder, in a hand, in some quiet corner of the chest, let it too soften and give way and sink. There is nothing left it needs to guard. The night has closed gently over all of it. You are held on every side, warm through and through, heavy and loose and slow, and the holding does not tire and does not falter and will not let you go through this hour and the next. And every dark hour still to come before the light, so that you may sink and go on sinking softly, with nothing to carry and nowhere to be, and no part of you awake enough now to want it any other way. The breath grows fainter still, the warmth grows deeper still, the dark draws close and soft around the last dim edges of your thought, and there is only this slow settling, only this quiet drifting out on the wide still water, only the snow falling somewhere endlessly into the dark, laying itself down, and letting everything go quiet beneath it, quieter and softer and further down. As the long night carries you gently on and asks nothing and keeps nothing and only holds you while you rest. And there is nothing more to reach for now, nothing more to understand, nothing left to hold in mind but the soft weight of your own body sinking and the quiet all around it, and the slow warm falling that carries you down and asks nothing back. Let the breath do as it likes. You do not have to lengthen it anymore. You do not have to shape it, or watch it, or count it, or care for it in any way. It has found its own slow rhythm without you, the way it does in sleep, easy and shallow and unhurried, moving through you softly on its own, rising a little, falling a little, and each small fall settling you a fraction lower into the warm dark that holds you. There is nothing you need to notice. If you are following the sound of these words, you may let even that go now. Let the words become just another warmth in the room, another soft thing in the dark, no more needing to be understood than the hush of the house around you, or the faint, far weight of the blankets, or the slow tide of your own quiet breathing. Sounds that come and mean nothing and drift away and leave you exactly where you are, resting, held, going slowly down. Feel how heavy you have become, how completely the surface beneath you has taken your weight, how there is not one part of you now that must hold itself up, or hold itself ready, or hold itself at all. It is all just resting, all of it just lying here in the dark, loose and slow and given over, sinking by the smallest measure with each breath that leaves you a little lower, a little softer, a little further from the day. And the day is far behind you now. Whatever it held, whatever it asked of you, whatever went well or went wrong in it, it is over and it is elsewhere and it cannot reach you here. You have set it down. You have set all of it down at the edge of this long quiet, the way you set down something heavy at a doorway before you step through, and you have stepped through, and it stays behind you out there in the fading light, while you go on into the dark where none of it can follow. Nothing is required of you here, not effort, not attention, not even rest really, for the rest is happening on its own, without your doing, the way healing happens on its own in something quiet that has been left alone at last. Your only part in it is to lie here and let it, to be the still ground on which the quiet settles, to be the warm dark shape that the sleep is gathering slowly toward itself. Let it gather, let it come. There is so much time. The whole long night lies open ahead of you, hour upon dark, unhurried hour, and none of it needs anything from you, none of it must be filled or used or gotten through. It is simply there, a great soft room of darkness with no walls and no clock, and you are lying down in the middle of it, held and warm and slowly letting go. Down through the quiet you drift, slower than a falling leaf, slower than the snow, turning gently in the dark with nothing beneath you and nothing above, and nowhere the falling has to end. Only more softness, only more warmth, only more of this deep and patient quiet, opening under you as you sink, taking you in, closing softly over you as you pass. The body fainter now, the edges of it blurring into the warmth, so that you can hardly tell anymore where you end and the holding dark begins. The hands somewhere heavy, forgotten, the legs somewhere long and loose and gone, the face soft and smooth and untroubled, the small muscles all let go, the brow at ease, the jaw at ease, everything at ease, a body barely worth the noticing now, just a warm weight resting in a warm dark, breathing slowly, sinking slowly, needing nothing. And your thoughts, if any still drift by, let them drift. They are only clouds in the dark now, thinning as they cross, going ragged and dim at the edges, meaning less and less as they pass. And behind them the quiet is wide and unbroken and deep, and they thin and they scatter, and they trouble the quiet not at all. And soon even they will not come, and there will be only the quiet, only the dark, only the slow warm fall. You do not have to wait for sleep. You do not have to look for it, or wonder where along this soft descent it will finally take you. It will come the way the dark comes to a room when the last light fades, without a moment you could name, without a border you could cross and know that you had crossed it. Just a slow and gentle deepening, quiet upon quiet, until at some point that you will never notice, the resting has become the sleeping, and you are simply gone, down under it all, safe and warm and far away. Let that be near now. Let it come as close as it likes. There is nothing to hold on to at the edge of it, nothing to keep watch over, nothing to finish first. You may slip under whenever the quiet takes you, mid-breath, mid-word, mid-nothing at all, and no part of you need be awake to see it happen, and no part of you need do a single thing but let go and go on down. So let go. Let go of the last of the listening. Let go of the last of the day. Let go of the weight and the wondering and the long faint effort of being awake, and sink and let the warm dark have you all the way down, all the way under, into the deep still rest that is waiting to close over you now, soft as snow, wide as the night. Down and softly down. The breath so slow now, so quiet, each one a little further off than the last, a little fainter, a little more like the breathing of someone already asleep, coming and going in the dark, all on its own, gentle, unhurried, needing no help from you at all. And the warmth all through you, heavy and kind, and the dark all around you, close and soft, and the holding underneath you, steady and sure, never tiring, never slipping, carrying you on through the night, whether you know it or not. You are so nearly there now, so nearly under, just resting on the last soft edge of it, the way a warm tide rests along a shore, drawing slowly back, and taking you with it, out past the last of the waking, into the deep. Nothing to hold, nothing to keep, nothing to do but drift. Let the quiet close. Let the dark come down. Let it all go soft and dim and far, the room far, the body far, these words far and fainter and nearly gone. Only the warmth now. Only the slow fall. Only the dark laying itself gently down over you and down and down. In softer, in slower, in quieter still. Rest now. Just rest. Down into the warm dark, all the way, and stay. Rest, and rest, and let it carry you. Down, and down, into the quiet, into the dark. Rest, rest.